kindles,
The Archon's
indeed.
not the Ket's supreme leader. There's more like him, all over Andromeda.
If they find a new species, they send information about it back home.
And making more Ket in the process.
Oh, that's good. Well, I mean, to be fair to the cat, Sam is a pretty good hacker. Maybe they're secured.
Communication orders require explanation. Archon command to block all transmissions of Angara data to the Empire. He's a breach of protocol.
The Archon's playing by his own rules.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I'm reading a
Archon's
normal
planning.
temperature range, Pathfinder.
Whether we can use him against the cat
Life
empire.
support restored.
Communications. Only Archon is aware of the shifting situation in Helios. If Archon's opinion is that protocols are not to our benefit, accept his wisdom. He is the Senate's voice in Helios and must be obeyed.
He doesn't sound completely convinced. Yep, that's the problem with having people loyal to the commander and not to the people right at the top.
It sounds like the Ket are starting to question what the Archon's doing. If this continues, it might be good for all of us.
So, what's next?
There is likely nothing to be done, but conflicts between factions seldom resolve quietly.
Then we'll just have to keep an ear to the ground for now. With luck, something will happen.
Maybe cat never... Wait for you to get okay. Maybe cats never invented DRM capitalism. True. Although
The temperature is falling,
they
Pathfinder.
might at least have invented cybersecurity. Means quite likely their society isn't capitalist. Right, we know so far we've of course seen nothing of them other than their soldiers, so we don't know what the society is like at all. I think that means that we are now actually done here on hold. It's on hold, so that's not here. You know what, you can tell from orbit. In the meantime, let's just assign some points to stuff. Actually, damage synthetic sounds useful. Uh, 5 points, that's certainly enough. Barrier destroys, or... Okay, she and allies against shields, that's useful. Can I do anything to track 3 points? Upgrade flak cannon, sure. And let's extract. Interesting that here the atmosphere is all foggy again.
Welcome back.
Thank you, Shubi.
Old orbit is steady.
Okay, nothing left to do here, so that was... Go back to the cluster. Let's scan the system. And then we'll swing back to Aya and the Nexus. And then I guess check out the Prodromos.
Sometimes we forget how small we are.
Yeah. Well, it might be a better place if less people forgot that less frequently. Outages. The open system lifeless world of Tafo creeps a few inches closer to the Great Black Hole every year. Far in the future it will be consumed. That strikes me as not how orbits work. Though I suppose if there's something causing drag on it might be possible. Though not without, you know, causing all this to go weird. Also, that planet is orbiting the sun, that star, so it should fall into that star rather than into the black hole. Okay. Black holes, not like giant vacuum cleaners. For its non-static orbit appears to be a natural phenomenon unrelated to the Scourge. Analyses suggest the orbit has been stable for a minimum of several hundred million years. Although it doesn't actually tell us what is non-standard about the orbit. Which is a shame. Ocean life thrives on this world. Ridiculous maelstroms constantly batter the surface. Colonization is possible with a long and difficult task. Oh, guess we went then. Plus, living at atmospheric pressure of 4 atmospheres doesn't sound super comfortable. Russia is a guarantor, meaning roughly cruel joke. Maybe valuable minerals in the mountains with massive electrical storms and punishing atmospheric pressure keep them locked away. Oh well. Let's just quickly scan that while we're in the vicinity.
True again. Anomaly on sensors.
What kind of anomaly though, Suvi? I mean, anomaly could be anything. It just means an odd thing. So what kind of odd? Like higher temperature readings than expected? Different gravity than expected? Just back to here regularly, bring rich arsenic belt to the planet's surface. Yep, this one as it works. Surface temperature 743 C. Yeah, it's pretty hot.
I'm picking up something.
Especially for being that far out from a star.
Probes launched. Got a reading from the asteroid belt.
I'm not entirely sure how this viewpoint is supposed to work, because it's kind of like first person as if you're flying, you know, from the ship, but it also doesn't really, like these transitions are a bit weird in that case. Cat mining wheels appears to have been torn apart from inside, likely mechanical failure. Lots of junk. Space junk. 818 degrees on the surface. Not quite sure how Angara got minerals from these places. Gold and beam dominate Kisama's surface. Seems slightly unlikely. Also, how is this surface only 26 degrees? Much equipment used by Angara to mine the planet remains intact, albeit damaged and non-functional. So, not intact then. I mean, you know, differences in atmospheric composition can cause very large differences in temperature ranges, but 26 versus 800 is a lot for not very much difference in orbital distance. So that's all scanned. Let's return to Aya.
I can feel the Scourge's drag on the ship.
At least it keeps Aya hidden.
Yeah. Space is 3D, people. You can just go around this, go in from the other side. Anyway, let us land on Aya. Do I wish to spark the Tempest? Yes, I do. And let's have a proper look around, because hopefully this time without.
Stars and skies light our way. Stars and skies light our way.
She knows how to play to a crowd.
She's the Moshai.
Welcome home. I never thought I'd see it again. Without the Resistance and the Pathfinder, I wouldn't be here.
I did the hard part. Yeah, that sounds kind of arrogant. Let's just go with this group effort.
We made a good team.
We freed more than just the Moshai. But we had to leave the enemy fortress intact.
We have a lot to talk about.
I promised to lead the Pathfinder to Aya's vault.
Oh, are we ready?
You're still recovering. Take your time. I'm not going anywhere.
Not without our help.
I'll prepare the vault for your arrival. A shuttle will bring you to me when it's ready.
Thank you, Moshai.
We've been alone against the Ket for too long. You've proven it doesn't have to be that way. It's time we discussed an alliance between our people.
That sounds a good plan.
We're happy to make room for you on the Nexus.
We'll provide an embassy here as well. Our city is open to you. Join us.
Thank you.
Well done, Joel. Report for reassignment.
I need to stay with the Pathfinder.
You're most welcome to.
Jarl has already become a valued member of my crew.
Of course he has. I see the benefit. Request granted.
I'll need to file a mission report. Don't leave Aya without me.
Wouldn't dream of it. Docks, fast travel unlocked. No, I'm gonna go back to my ship. Let's see what else we have here. That's a shuttle, we'll do it later. Let's go for exclamation points. You have a name. You look like you want to ask me
Trade?
something.
Trade. Trade.
Are you asking or telling?
Wondering, do you exchange goods and services? How does your economy work?
Right now it doesn't. Yeah. We use money. Well, I guess we do. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how we're setting it up, I guess. So, sure.
We pay for things with a currency called credits. Abstract wealth.
The cat offered gifts, made odd bargains, never traded. What are your credits worth? What can we do with them?
You pay them to us for whatever we're selling.
Now we cut open the heart. What do you offer?
I don't know. What do you want?
Your ship?
Not for sale.
Worth a try.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Yes. Call me Soka. I run cargo between Aya and other worlds. Good work. Good at it. You're here to help my people. Prove it. I need help. One of my suppliers off-world stopped checking in. Has things I need. There could be trouble.
What makes you think I can help?
You found Aya, maybe you find my supplier. Can't hurt to ask.
We might have different definitions of trouble. What do you mean?
Natural hazards, wild predators, misadventure, what do you mean?
Same thing. What's your supplier carrying exactly?
Supplies I need, exactly. Things to keep my people alive. Essentials. You have a ship? I have my supplier's nav point. His name is Kolo. Find him, his supplies. Come back and prove you're helpful. Then maybe we trade.
Okay. Oh, and he's back on board, of course. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting point that, of course, economic systems might work very differently for other races. I mean, even on Earth, economic systems differ differently between cultures. Although we've kind of harmonized that now, for better or worse. Holographic message terminal. Information bulletin. Vault victory drive. Vault people drift meat based supplies. Fabricate spring based. Blah 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 blah. Make a difference between life and death versus resisting cat conquests. Please donate. Donate to the nearest victory drive station. Blah. My chef has returned. Aided by McCoy visitors, sure. Still don't quite trust us, fair enough. Efrat encourages everyone to submit to resistance recruitment screening. That doesn't sound very... Stick economy is greatest economy, indeed. We should all change over to stickism. Resistance recruitment screening, slow down there, well. Yeah, exactly, right. So there are Kadar Port Siders Travel Zone. No official business has been sectioned with deserters. Contact multiple immigrants living on Kadar is strongly discouraged. Muke. Rep skills. Engaging conversations are a plus. Well, the job should be good. Team artists from each of our home worlds, I have Alden have all worked together to create this mural. The centuries hardship we enjoyed as a result of Scourge, but also a union of our people to build a strong, resilient society. You read Orwell out of spite? How so, Gilp? Natural pigments, polymer resin, chemical additives. Painted wall mural created by great artists. No way. Pretty gardens is pretty.
I thought you were heading back to the outpost.
Yeah, we're interested in hearing how one reads Orwell out of spite. So this is one of the things where you put in coins and then we get to look through binoculars. Pretty. Although that out there doesn't look good. But this bird is pretty. Pretty.
This is my first visit to Aya. It's more beautiful than I ever imagined. Thank you.
More garden dedication. We rose from nothing to touch stars, made homes in many worlds. Do not mourn what the kids stole from us, celebrate what still remains. All things reach an end and make way for new life to fill the voids. The worlds and people we lose will return in time, family grows forever. Dedicate this garden to those who are not here with us, but who one day return. This place is for them. So 1984 things, and if someone do strictly surveillance. Advantage comparisons 1984 people made were bullshit, so 1984, and no form was included. That makes sense. Hello, Marketplace.
I never thought I'd see the Moshai again, least of all thanks to you. Welcome to the Marketplace. I am Arbiter Renharth. I enforce correct conduct between merchants and customers, resolving any disputes. As the first outsider to enter the city, you are ignorant of our laws. We should change that.
Good points.
Visit me for all your day-to-day needs.
1984 is about surveillance, 100 is about skull. Yeah, kinda.
Who decides what happens to people who break the law?
It depends on the grievance. I settle minor offenses right here. More serious ones require a tribunal.
Okay.
Where I'm from, the biggest trade law is don't cheat. Is it different here?
I suspect we define cheating differently. What is unfair changes based on perspective.
Yes, so whose perspective do you use? Farm labor farming, right? Yeah, isn't that where Ruben went to live?
I don't want to cause any trouble. How do I learn your laws?
I'll transmit a full readout. Familiarize yourself with the contents. Personal responsibility is a core foundation of our society. We expect it from everyone.
Understood.
So what does that even mean?
Please visit my colleagues in the Governor's office and the Resistance headquarters. They'll teach you about our culture and what it means to walk freely among us. Your understanding is critical. It would be unfortunate if you accidentally violated our laws.
That sounds awfully like... Be a shame if anything happened to your ship.
Your credits are as good as anyone else's. Don't start any trouble and we're fine.
I can do that.
Good to hear.
So this is kind of interesting because the one guy asked me what my credits were for and what he could do with them, and they just accept my credits. Right, we have instant exchange with exactly equal exchange rates. So just, yeah. Let's see. You can that one, also that one, and that one, and that one. Also, I have all my pistol mods. That should... do for now.
Pathfinder.
Now, what do you have here? Encryption key. Oh, fighter model. That's cool.
Vesteran? I was there when you landed. Watched you get escorted through the city.
Bet that was a sight.
You were an unexpected outsider. Not really a laughing matter.
I've never seen fruit like this before. What are these?
Paripo. Sweet with a little bite. Sometimes if I'm lucky, I have a few Kiloa or Elmok.
Is fruit scarce here?
In this form, yes. Very expensive. If you buy a Paripo from me, it means you have something to celebrate. It's a luxury, meant to be shared with friends and family.
I'll get moving.
Apparently I don't have friends and family. I like it too.
Pass the gates. Huh.
It's an honor, and I understand that. I'll be respectful.
All right.
God, you remind me of Love Weird
Everyone
Rabbits.
deserves a
Yeah, I
chance
could
to
see
prove
that.
themselves.
Alrighty. I mean, so, yeah, I haven't learned much about the laws here. Like, we believe in personal responsibility, okay, but what does that actually mean? Does it mean you don't have social welfare? Governor's office.
Do you have the minutes from the last council meeting?
Everyone thinks it wants to think of personal responsibility.
There's always a first time. For a youth like yourself, Arbiter Renav told me to expect you. I prepared a datapad detailing our laws. Read it fully.
Yeah, I mean, of course, Responsible and Gara are different, but here on Earth, most nations, you know, if you need to go to read all their laws, it's like a shelf worth of books. Facing, well, I'm awesome, everybody less like me is doing wrong. True, very true. It's fine, but the first one is I of this world and all who live on it agree to abide by the laws, customs, and regulations of civilized society. It's existed for centuries on other worlds. These rules conduct ensure a voice for each family within a society gives them certain viable rights. Page 1 of 5983. Yeah, that's what I would have expected, right? Who's going to learn all those laws? Well, that does make it kind of difficult, because right here on Earth you could expect kind of a baseline, and the details between countries are not that important, as long as you're not actually doing business or things. But yeah, imagine arriving somewhere you really need to read all 6,000 pages just in case.